Up until last year, I sucked at growing onions. I desperately wanted to grow them and I grew them year after year, but inevitably I always ended up with marble-sized onions. And that's because I was missing some key information that was causing this failure rather than setting me up for success. But I cracked that code last year and I was able to grow incredible onions. So if you're like me and you've been struggling with growing onions for years and you're finally sick of failing, this video is for you because I'm going to take you through tips that are going to ensure that you have successful baseball-sized onions and not marble-sized onions this year, whether you grow from sets or from seed. If you're new here, my name is Bree from Urban Gardening Canada and I garden in Ottawa Zone 5. I am so thankful I finally cracked the code on how to be growing onions because this is something that I've wanted to add to my garden for a long time for pantry purposes because we cook a lot of onions. I have tried growing from sets, I've tried growing from seed, and I just constantly failed. But last year was the year, and I'm so thankful for all of the research that I put in last year. I actually made a video on how to grow onions last year using these tips that I implemented, but I am taking it one step further, and that's what this video is about. And then I want you to go back and check out that other onion video, put the two together, and I can guarantee you are going to get some amazing onions this year. All right, so the first tip might seem a little obvious, but it's different when it comes to onions, and that is growing the right variety. So this is something that I didn't know up until last year and kind of upset me a little bit, is that there's 3 different types of onions. There's short day, medium day, and long day onions. And this is something that I didn't know existed because it's not on the seed packets. And I don't understand why they don't include this as a key piece of information on a seed packet, because had I seen it in the past, I would have questioned, what does this mean, and looked it up. The other thing that frustrates me is that you will get varieties of onions being sold at a greenhouse or on any type of seed stand, and it doesn't guarantee, because that onion variety is being sold in your local city, that it's the right onion type for your area. And for me, I think that's something that just automatically sets you up for failure, and I don't really understand why they do this. So the annoying part is that when you do decide to buy seed packets, if you're doing them in the store, is that you really need to search that specific variety, and if it's a long day, short day, or medium day, because you need to get the right one for you. Here in Canada, we want long day onions. And your brain at first thinks, well, that seems weird because we don't have a long growing season. So if you've connected a short growing season to a long day, it feels a little confusing. But this is specifically to how long you get sunshine during the summertime. So in northern latitudes like we have here in Canada, you have really long summer days, and the closer you get to the North Pole, you get fully sunshine days, the sun never sets. So these are the type of onions that we want to be growing here, are long days. And now I've been to, a greenhouse or a big box store, and I've looked for onion varieties. And when I search up the specific variety that they're selling, it doesn't really say it's a long day. Some of them will say that they're medium length onions, but that they're great for Canada. So I don't really understand why they're trying to sell them for us when there are certain varieties that are just best for Canadian summers and our growing season. So I really recommend searching up long day onions if you are watching this from Canada, and look up the varieties that exist and choosing one of those for growing this season. And I don't recommend trying any of the other ones because it's just not right for us. And this is what's going to be setting you up for success right from the get-go. If you are living somewhere in the US or another country, I would recommend looking up how much sunshine you get to know if you need short, medium, or long day onions. And choosing the right variety is our first tip and our first step to being successful this year. So the next tip about onions is starting them at the right time. You can be starting onion seeds anytime from January through March, depending on where you grow. This is something that you may not realize, because when I was looking online of when it's really popular for people to be growing onions, people are searching in May, and that's actually too late. So this is why this video is coming out now in January, because really you should be starting your seeds anytime in late winter. Onion seeds don't have a long lifespan. They only last between 1 and 2 years. So if you did buy seeds in previous years and they are the right variety and you want to grow them again, you might not get as many this year. I've had it where my seed packets only have maybe a 50% germination rate and some don't germinate at all. So it's important to check how old your seeds are now, so that way you have time to buy more seeds and be able to plant them. I grew some seeds in January last year and some in March, and I've had some viewers who are watching this who say that they've heard from onion growers that starting them in March can be better because they don't want any type of time where they can't keep growing. It'll stunt them. So really you do have a little bit of time to plant them depending on where your zone is and how early you can plant them out. So really you have time between now, the end of January, into March to really be sowing your seeds. I'm going to be doing a mixture where I'm sowing some in January and some in March to really add to this experiment, so I can give you more information for next year to see if one does outperform the other one. But otherwise you are good to plant them now. And the thing with onions is that they are cold season crops, so they can handle cooler temperatures, which means you can plant your seedlings out earlier than your last frost date. They aren't the same as your heat loving plants like tomatoes and eggplants where they need it to be hot temperatures. You can plant them out much earlier, which gives them the opportunity to get good roots and start growing, because they need that full length of time in the summer to create that bulb. All right, the third tip is to feed your seedlings. Onions have fairly shallow roots, especially as seedlings. So that means they are thirsty and they are hungry. So you want to make sure that you are giving them fertilizer throughout the seedling stage. You don't want to feed them too often, but make sure that you have a semi-regular feeding. When choosing your fertilizer, you want to find a balanced fertilizer. So that could be something like 2-2-2 or 3-3-3, something where the numbers are very similar to each other. And it's always best to choose an organic fertilizer over a synthetic one, because it is better for the planet. And as gardeners, we're always working towards choosing the more sustainable option. Now, before I get into the final 3 tips, I do want to mention that I have a square foot garden planner that is free for you to download. It's a pretty neat file where you get to build your garden. It's a 4x8 garden with a drop-down menu on it. Of course, the screenshot won't show the little drop-down, but it's there when you download it. And what you do is you pick out all of the different plants that you want to grow, and it's going to tell you how many plants can fit in a square foot. And then it's going to accumulate on the right side all of the plants that you need. So not only can you organize where you want to plant your plants in your garden, it will also create a list for you, so you know how many plants that you either need to buy from the greenhouse or sow seedlings. And it makes it that much easier for planning for your garden this season. All right, let's get back into these onion growing tips. Okay, so tip number 4 is not to plant your onions with other plants. And this has been my constant mistake every single year, is I have always done intercropping, or companion planting as some people might call it, where I was planting my onions with other plants to help try and keep the bad bugs away. But onions hate that. And so this has always been the mistake of why I have such small onions, because onions need a ton of sunlight. And when you're planting them with, I don't know, a kale or even dill or any other plant, those plants are going to grow way larger than the onions are going to, and they're going to end up shading them out. So I've always been planting them, amongst other things. They've been getting shaded out, which means that they can't grow as much. Plus, as hungry plants, all of these other plants are also hungry. So they've been taking the nutrients out of the soil faster, because they can get deeper roots than the onions can, which means that they've been stealing the nutrition from the onions. They've been stealing the sunlight from the onions. And all of this is because I intercropped my onions with other plants. So this year, if you've ever done this in the past, make sure that you plant your onions by themselves in their own garden space, so that way they can get the maximum amount of sunlight, water, and nutrition. All right, tip number 5 is to plant your onions in good quality soil. So onions, as I mentioned, love good nutrition. So you want to have a high quality soil for them. And onions grow mostly outside of the soil, but there is going to be a portion of it that is in the soil. And because their roots are shallow, you want to make sure that the first few inches of your soil is really high quality whether it is a good quality triple mix or a compost that you're using. You just want to make sure that the nutrition is good and that the soil is loose enough that they can also be able to create their bulbs without having the soil being too compacted and hindering the size of growth for them. And tip number 6 is not to plant them too deep. And this is probably one of the hardest parts, is when you're planting your seedlings out, it's really easy to bury them too deep. They're a little awkward to plant because they're just a green stick and some very thick but loose roots. So you feel the need to want to plant them deeper so that way the green stalk can be upright, because if you plant them shallower, the green stalk will tip over and then it feels like you're not planting them deep enough or you're not giving them enough security. So a lot of people tend to plant them far too deep. But the reality is that when you are planting your seedlings, you want to get just the roots into the soil, and that's it. So when you are planting them in the soil and putting soil over them, the greenery actually is going to flop over because that's just the way that it's going to be to get that right depth. But once you give them a good watering and wait a few days, you'll notice that the greenery goes from laying on the soil to being upright. And this is a really good sign. And this means that you also didn't plant them too deep. This way, when they do decide to bulb out, they have that right depth to be able to grow mainly over top of the soil. And you're going to be rewarded with a really great size onion. All right, so we start our onions now between January and March, and we're not going to be harvesting them until about August. But I do want to hear about how your onion growing is going. So bookmark this video so you can come back later in the summer and tell me if these tips have helped you be able to grow more successful onions. And I'm also curious to know, for anybody who's watching this that happens to grow great onions but was curious to know what my tips were, if you have any additional tips to add to this. And as I mentioned, I do have another onion growing video that I want you to check out after this one so you can get all of the information you need. They're a complement of each other to be able to grow successful onions. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out this video here. Bye.